Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Adifunke, CEO BTAA. And in this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to do a protective cornrow using your natural hair with an extension. So before I start, I'll blow dry my client's hair so that it can be soft enough for me to work on. This style is just an easy and simple protective hairstyle um on your natural hair, and it also protects the edges from breaking up. So now that I've finished blow drying our hair, so now I'll start sectioning the hair, and in this part is going to be divided into two. The front part is going to be for the first cornrow, um and the other part is going to be in the middle, which I'll sew the extension on. My client want the style to be, on one part of her head, like in a slant way. So, and the way I've sectioned the hair is, making sure that it falls on one part of her head, on one part of her head, so that it can form the style she wanted. And so now what I've done off the camera is I applied the edge control to my clients, the parts I've already parted out. So, and I brushed with edge control brush to put everything together. I don't want to leave any hair, unpicked or behind. So the edge control will enable me to pick everything after applying it. And as you can see, I'm already, I've finished with the first part of the cornrow, and now what I'm doing is I'm plaiting all the tips of the hair together, and I'm going to do this round. So, and after plaiting together, I'll be left with only just one strand, and this one strand is going to be the start of my second part of the cornrow, the cornrow in the middle, where I will be installing the extension. And so now I'm done with the first part of the cornrow, and I'm going to plait a cane to start the second part, the middle part of the cornrow. So, and I'll be inserting this strand, the hair strand, into my plait, because I can't just leave it like that. So I'm going to tuck it in. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, tuck it in, and it starts your second, part of the cornrow. And I'm going to cornrow round as I've done to the front part of the cornrow. So I'm going to plait round now until I'm also left with one strand. So you keep plaiting round until you are left with just one strand. This simple style is also good for your teenage girls as a going back to school hairstyle, because it's short and it's easy to maintain for them. So I can recommend this for you. And as you can see, I've plaited through to the last bead, now. So the next thing to do is to tack this strand in on the rest of the cornrows, and I'll be doing this using my needle and thread to tack it down. And make sure you tack it down properly. Make sure it's firm on the cornrow. If it's not too tight, it won't hold the extension properly, as tight as you really want it to be. And this it is not going to make the extension to stay firm on it, so that is why it's good to tie down properly until it blends well with the rest of the cornrows. And after this now, so I'm just going ahead to start installing the cornrow. I'm sorry, installing the extension on the cornrows. So I'm knotting the thread and I'm going to cut off the thread. So that's what I've just done. As you can see, all nice and neatly done. So this is the darling extension I'll be using. This hair is not from us, it is synthetic, and at BTA Hair we are known for selling 100% human hair. We don't sell mixed hair or synthetic. So that is why you need to try us today and check out our products. You can also follow us on our IG page at BTA Hair. So now I'm starting to install the extension using a needle and thread. So make sure you insert the needle into the expression first and pass it through from the extension, and it goes underneath the cornrow so that it can hold it firmly. And make sure the needle picks both the extension and the cornrow together at the same time. You can see I'm hanging my needle inside of that cornrow. So now as you can see, I've already put the needle in through the extension, and I pull it out underneath of the cornrow. So, and I'm doing this so that it can be firm enough, for the extension to stay on it properly. Because if I don't use this method, for example, now if you pass the needle just through the extension and on top of the cornrow, it won't really hold it tight and firm enough. But if you put the needle underneath of the cornrow, yes, you will see that it will hold it very tight. So basically what I've done is I've installed the extension on the cornrow, and I'm only left to fill up the middle part. And as you can see, it's obvious that the cornrow is tight because I've inserted the needle the right way I should do it, which is putting the needle inside of the extension first and pass it through the cornrow, and that is what I've done. So now I'm applying some cream to my client's scalp, so this protects our scalp from itching and drying up. And so all done, as you can see. So now I'm using my big tooth comb to comb the hair, and you can also use a Afro comb if you've got one. And I'm going to apply some leave-in conditioner. These detangles the knots in the hair for easy combing. That's why I'm applying some. If you've got one at home, you can do the same thing. And I'm happy, I was able to do this hairstyle for my client, because when she called me on a Friday evening, Ade, can I come in tomorrow to have my hair done? Oh, I'm like, shit, it's gonna be, a busy day for me, but I don't want to turn her down because she's a very good client of mine. So I told her, okay, come in. And I'll see what I can do. And here we are. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. And what we have done so far in this video is, if you remember, you start by sectioning the hair into parts. You do the plaits, yeah, and you have all the cornrow ready for the installation. And make sure, when you are installing the extension on the cornrow, you don't leave any space in between the cornrow and the extension. Otherwise, you cannot imagine yourself, rushing out in the morning and you realize something is dangling or dancing on your head. How would you feel? You have to start looking for a needle and thread or scissors to cut it off. So take your time, when you are sewing, or on the cornrow, make sure it's tight and firm. And if you love my video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. And please share with your families and friends, like and comment on my channel. And if you would love us to share some tutorials with you, or if you've got any comments, please don't hesitate to drop any of your questions in the comments, and I'm promising to get back to you as soon as I can. So that is all about making a simple and easy protective style, or a back to school protective hairstyle. And now I'm just finishing with the combing using an Afro comb. However, you can also, as I mentioned earlier on, use a big tooth comb. So if you haven't got an Afro comb, it's fine. So I'm going to spray some Oilsheen hair spray. If it is human hair, I would not advise you to use just any hair product, but because it's a synthetic hair, I know I can use any product on it. So, and this product I'm using, on it is also written on the bottle that it's moisturizes the hair and also adds some shine to the hair, which means it's having a dual purposes. So that is why I'm using it for my clients, because it will moisturize our scalp and also add some shine to the hair. And as you can see, we are set, and everything is done perfectly. Just styling to make sure it's perfect. And thanks for taking your time to watch my video, and hope to see you guys next week again when I'll be uploading my new video. Thank you, and take care of yourself until I see you next week. Stay safe till I see you next week. Remember to turn your notification bell on, so you'll be the first to be notified as soon as I upload my new video next week. Thanks. See you till then. Bye. Bye bye.